Dive, a podcast about going deep.
All right, let's kick off this deep dive. We're talking ISDI.
ISDI.
There you go. It's ISDI, like IS, just like it sounds, and DI, like D, with a little, a little Spanish flair.
I like that little flair.
Yeah, gotta have flair. We're focusing on this leading digital business school, and trust me, they're all about prepping everyone for this whole digital roller coaster we're on. Buckle up, folks.
Oh, absolutely. And what I find fascinating about ISDI, it's not just about theory, right? It's really laser focused on giving you the practical skills, the stuff companies are actually hungry for. It makes you stand out.
It's not just about looking good on paper. It's about being ready to hit the ground running. And speaking of hitting the ground running, let's rewind back to 2009. ISDI pops up in Spain, brainchild of Nacho de Pinedo, and wait for it, Javier Rodriguez Zapatero.
Former Director General of Google.
You got it. Google royalty. Boom. Spain's first digital business school is born.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they were onto something big, and it shows.
Global vision right from the start. Madrid, Barcelona, obvious. But then you've got Mexico City, Silicon Valley, Paris, even Boston, Shanghai. The list goes on.
It's mind-blowing. Over 15,000 professionals trained.
Yeah.
And over 300 companies transformed. They're not messing around.
Impact. You can measure it.
They're not always at the top of those, those fancy business school rankings. But here's the kicker. Companies, headhunters, they absolutely love ISDI grads.
They deliver. They're not chasing some, arbitrary ranking. They're about real-world learning, the kind that makes a difference on day one.
Real world, that's the key. And it all comes back to their purpose, their vision, their, what do they call it? A manifesto.
Yeah, their manifesto is pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, lay it on me. What's ISDI all about at its core?
Their purpose is bold. Helping humanity navigate this crazy transition we're all in to a more just, sustainable, and equitable digital era.
It's not just about the tech. It's about using it for good. I dig it.
So,
vision. What's the grand plan to actually pull this off?
Global leadership in digital age education.
Ambitious.
Love the ambition. But how? What's the day-to-day mission? What are they doing to make that vision a reality?
It's about empowering people. Helping students, professionals, entrepreneurs, even entire companies conquer that fear of change. It can be paralyzing. Instead, they want you to thrive in this digital world.
Empowerment. Yeah, that's potent. But what makes ISDI different? Why not just, take some online course or binge read tech blogs? What's their secret sauce?
Learning by doing. It's more than a slogan. It's baked into everything they do. Day one, you're in it. Case studies, real projects. Apply the knowledge. Don't just memorize it.
So less talking, more action.
You got it.
Yeah.
And you're learning from the people who are shaping the digital world right now. The faculty, active industry leaders, digital pioneers. It's like having a direct line to the future.
Insider access. That's got to be invaluable. And they don't just have one program for everyone, do they? It's pretty diverse.
Yeah. You've got your master's degrees, deep dives into the fundamentals, executive education for the pros looking to level up, specialized programs, zeroing in on the cutting edge, AI, data analytics, blockchain. They meet you where you are.
And what about those custom programs? For companies, I've heard good things.
ISDI in company. They work directly with companies to upskill teams, transform operations, solve specific problems. It's targeted, strategic.
This is what blows my mind, honestly. Their dedication to innovation, blockchain for diplomas, feels futuristic. And they're already incorporating things like, generative AI into their programs. They're ahead of the game.
Always evolving, pushing the boundaries. It's impressive.
And the network. Alumni, partners, global reach. Can't underestimate that.
More than a network, it's a community. They stay connected, support each other even after they graduate. It's pretty remarkable.
Okay, but let's get real. ISDI is not just classrooms and lectures. What about this Trunkle project? Sounds intense. Think capstone project, but with real-world stakes. Teams, expert mentors, you're developing an actual digital product or service, agile methodology, the whole 9 yards.
So like a mini startup inside the school.
Exactly. Theory meets practice. You feel the excitement, the pressure, everything that goes into bringing a digital product to life.
Amazing. And even after you graduate, The support continues. Resources, networking, their ISDI ecosystem, they're in it for the long haul.
Lifelong learning. It's a commitment.
Okay, let's talk values, not just, empty words on a website. What's the heart of ISDI?
It's everywhere. Student-centric, they really put learners first. Startup mentality, big on innovation. That can do spirit. Transparency, honesty, building trust. It's all there.
And you can feel it, this emphasis on agile and lean methods. Efficiency, flexibility, constantly improving, global outlook, connecting diverse communities. They're walking the talk.
Their values are what shape their culture, every interaction. They create a learning environment where you feel empowered to take risks, push your boundaries.
All good stuff. But let's talk results. Does this translate into real-world success? Are ISDI graduates actually landing great jobs, making a difference?
We've got stories galore. ISDI alumni launching amazing careers in the digital world, and case studies showing how ISDI in-company programs have helped companies like Volkswagen, MapFree, Repsol. They're reaching their digital transformation goals.
So it's not just hype, it's about actual outcomes, tangible results.
Yeah.
ISDI is giving people the tools, the confidence to make an impact.
And it's not just about jobs, it's about leadership, about being a force for innovation, shaping the future. Pretty inspiring, honestly.
It's been a fantastic overview, this deep dive into ISDI.
Yeah.
But we're just getting started. Next episode, we're diving into one of their flagship programs, the Master Internet Business, the MIB.
Get ready to decode the MIB. It's about taking your digital business skills to the next level.
The curriculum, the methodology, the impact on careers, we're covering it all. Stay tuned.
It's going to be good.
If you're even a little bit curious about navigating this crazy, ever-changing digital world, ISDI might just be your answer.
So ready for a deeper dive into ISDI. This time we're exploring their commitment to a digital future that works for everyone. They call it digital humanism.
Digital humanism. That's a new one. Almost sounds kind of, I don't know, philosophical.
It is, in a way. It's about recognizing that, technology should be serving us, not the other way around. ISDI is all about driving digital transformation with human values at the core. Empathy, sustainability, responsibility, all that good stuff.
I like it. It's refreshing to hear business school, actually talking about values, not just profits. But how does this digital humanism thing, how does it actually play out in their programs, their approach?
It's everywhere. Like their curriculum, it goes beyond just the technical skills. They're big on critical thinking, ethical decision-making, really understanding the impact tech has on society, the big picture.
So it's not just about building the next cool gadget or app. It's about thinking about the consequences, the ethics, the human element.
Exactly. They want their grads to be, skilled professionals, of course, but also responsible digital citizens, people who are using their talents to make the world a better place.
I'm picking up on this strong sense of purpose. It's not just about, climbing the career ladder. It's about contributing to something bigger.
That's core ISDI. Thinking big, addressing social challenges, using tech for good. It's in their DNA.
And this digital humanism thing, it seems to go beyond just the classroom, right?
Right.
They're involved in all sorts of initiatives, partnerships to promote digital literacy and inclusion.
Absolutely. Bridging the digital divide, empowering communities, making sure everyone benefits from digital transformation. They're not just talking the talk.
It's impressive, walking the walk.
Yeah.
This focus on digital humanism really sets them apart, I think, from other institutions that are, maybe more focused on just the bottom line or just the tech itself.
It's a big differentiator. It attracts a certain kind of student, a certain kind of professional, people who are looking for something more, Not just a career boost, but a way to make a real difference.
It feels like a movement almost, a community of people who believe that tech can be a force for good.
That's a great way to put it. ISDI is cultivating this new generation of digital leaders who are driven by purpose, committed to positive change.
Okay, I'm convinced. Digital humanism, I'm on board. But let's get practical. How does someone actually get involved with ISDI? Talk to me about their programs.
Well, they've got a range of programs tailored to different needs, different levels of experience. Let's start with the master's degrees, the deep dives into the fundamentals of digital business.
So these are for people who are serious about a career in the digital world.
Absolutely. Think digital marketing, e-commerce, data analytics, innovation strategy. You're getting the tools, the methodologies to really succeed in this landscape.
What about people who are already working? Got some experience under their belts? What's out there for them?
Executive education. That's where it's at. Seasoned professionals looking to level up, Stay ahead of the curve, gain that competitive edge.
So you can kind of customize your learning to your specific goals.
Exactly. They've got specialized programs focusing on leadership, digital transformation, data-driven decision-making, all that good stuff.
I know a lot of people are curious about AI, blockchain, all that cutting-edge tech. Does ISDI have anything in those areas?
Of course. Specialized programs zeroing in on those hot topics. You'll get the skills and knowledge to be a leader in those fields, which are, let's face it, changing every day.
It's pretty amazing. They really do seem to have something for everyone. Recent grads, executives, everyone in between.
And don't forget ISDI in company. Those custom programs designed specifically for organizations.
Right. We touched on that earlier. Just as a refresher, how does that actually work?
ISDI partners with companies to create programs that meet their specific needs. Upskilling, transformation, whatever the goal is. They deliver results, real business results.
It sounds very collaborative.
It is. They work hand in hand with each company to really understand what they're facing, their goals, their challenges, the whole context. Then they design a program that's unique and impactful.
So we've covered the program basics, I think. But I'm always curious about, what's it actually like to be a student there? Can you paint a picture of the ISDI experience?
Imagine this, a learning environment that's buzzing. Energy, collaboration, innovation, it's in the air. It's not your typical, stuffy lecture hall.
More hands-on, more dynamic.
Absolutely. Their learning by doing approach, it means you're constantly engaged. Real projects, case studies, simulations, you're in it.
You mentioned the Troncal project earlier. What's the deal with that?
Think of it as the ultimate ISDI experience, the capstone project. You take everything you've learned and put it into action. Teams, expert mentors, you're building a real digital product or service.
That's a serious opportunity, real-world experience, building your portfolio.
And they use agile methodologies, so you're learning how to work in a fast-paced, iterative environment, just like in a real startup.
So it's not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about developing a certain mindset, a way of working that's essential in this digital age.
Exactly. ISDI is preparing their students to be lifelong learners, adaptable, resilient, ready to thrive in a world that never stands still.
And the community aspect.
Yeah.
ISDI has campuses in some pretty amazing places, right? Madrid, Silicon Valley, Shanghai. Talk about being in the heart of the action.
And it's more than just the location, it's the people. A vibrant community of students, alumni, partners from all over the world. You're connecting with people who share your passion for technology and your drive to make a difference.
It's a network, but also, like you said earlier, a community. A global community that opens doors, creates opportunities long after you graduate.
And ISDI is there to support you throughout your career. Continuous learning opportunities, networking events, access to resources. It's a lifelong relationship.
It's not just about getting a degree. It's about joining a movement.
And it's about the faculty, too. ISDI has assembled this amazing team of industry leaders, entrepreneurs, digital pioneers. They're not just academics, they're the people shaping the future.
You're learning from the best of the best. The people who are out there doing the work, innovating, pushing the boundaries.
And they bring all that real-world experience, those practical insights to the classroom. They're passionate, they're engaging, they want to share what they know.
Okay, this all sounds amazing. But honestly, who's ISDI right for? What kind of person would really thrive in this environment?
Anyone who's got that passion for tech, who's eager to learn, to grow, to make a positive impact. Recent grad, seasoned pro, doesn't matter. If you've got the drive, ISDI has a program for you.
It sounds like the perfect place for, where ambition meets purpose.
Yeah.
You're not just learning for yourself, you're learning to make a difference.
Exactly. ISDI is building a community of change makers, people who believe tech can be a force for good, and they're giving them the tools and the mindset to lead the way.
Okay, before we wrap up this part, I want to circle back to digital humanism. Just remind us, why is this so important right now in today's world?
Tech's evolving so fast, impacting every aspect of our lives. It's crucial to make sure this revolution is guided by human values, that it's used to create a better, more equitable, more sustainable world.
It's not just about the tech itself. It's about how we use it, the choices we make, the impact we have.
ISDI gets that. They're at the forefront of this movement, educating this new generation of digital leaders who are committed to doing good.
This deep dive into ISDI has been fascinating. But we're just scratching the surface. Next time, we're focusing on our flagship program, the Master Internet Business, the MIB. Okay, we've talked a lot about ISDI's vision, their values, this whole digital humanism thing, but I'm really curious about the how. How do they actually put those ideas into action?
That's where their methodology comes in. They've got this really unique approach to learning that's, it's designed to prepare you for the real world. The digital world, which, let's be honest, is kind of a wild ride.
So not just the typical, sit in a lecture hall kind of thing.
Nope. ISDI is all about hands-on learning. Get your hands dirty, experiment, try things out, fail, and learn from it. They call it learning by doing, applying knowledge to real-world problems.
I'm hearing that startup mentality again. It's like they're trying to bring that energy, that fast-paced, constantly changing vibe into the classroom.
Exactly. It's all about collaboration, creativity, being adaptable, just like in a real startup. So you're not just learning skills, you're developing a mindset.
Can you give me a concrete example? Like, how does this methodology actually play out in a program?
Let's take the MIB, the Master Internet Business, their flagship program. Day one, you're working on real projects, collaborating with classmates, talking to industry experts. It's not just theory, you're applying it, figuring things out.
Trial by fire, is it? Like sink or swim?
It's challenging, for sure, but also super supportive. You've got mentors, experienced people who guide you, give you feedback, share their insights. You're not alone.
And this whole Troncal project thing, that's part of this hands-on approach.
Yeah. Big time. It's the culmination of the MIB, the capstone project. You're taking everything you've learned and you're building something real. A digital product or service, from idea to execution.
Wow. That's a pretty amazing opportunity to get some real-world experience under your belt. Build a portfolio, show what you can do.
Exactly. And it's not just about technical skills. You're also developing critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, all that stuff that employers really value.
We've talked a lot about the MIB, but does this whole learn by doing thing, does it apply to all of ISDI's programs?
Oh yeah, it's in their DNA. You'll find it in all their programs. Master's degrees, executive education, those specialized programs. It's a core part of their approach.
So it's not just about like the specific skills you learn, it's about a way of thinking, a way of approaching challenges that'll stick with you, no matter what you do.
Lifelong learning. Being adaptable, resilient, being able to roll with the punches. That's what ISDI is all about.
All right, last question. Big picture time. What kind of impact is ISDI actually having on the world? Are they making a difference?
On an individual level, absolutely. They're giving their grads the power to launch amazing careers in the digital world. We hear stories all the time about ISDI alumni who are, leading innovation, driving change. They're out there making things happen.
So their grads are in demand?
Oh, yeah. ISDI has a stellar reputation. Companies big and small, they want ISDI grads. They know they're getting someone who's ready to go.
And what about their impact on, on organizations? We talked about ISDI and company. Are those programs actually moving the needle for businesses?
They're helping companies, all kinds of companies, navigate this whole digital disruption thing, upskilling their workforce, helping them achieve their goals. We've got case studies that show how ISDI has helped companies become more efficient, more innovative, more competitive. They're making a real difference.
It's inspiring, honestly. They're not just talking about digital transformation. They're making it happen.
And they're doing it in a way that's, it's about more than just profit. It's about creating a better digital future for everyone. More inclusive, more sustainable, more equitable.
Well, this deep dive into ISDI has been a real eye-opener. We've covered a lot of ground, from their origins to their mission, this whole digital humanism thing, their unique way of learning, the impact they're having. It's clear that ISDI is more than just a business school. It's a force for positive change in the digital world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And this is just the beginning. There's so much more to explore. If you're listening and you're feeling even a little bit inspired, check out their website, learn more about their programs. Maybe ISDI is the right fit for you.
If you're ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities of this crazy digital age, ISDI might be the perfect place to start your journey. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of ISDI. We'll be back soon with another episode, diving into a specific program in more detail. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the digital world.